Crown picked who it wanted and then put them on the land. Okay, that's why they went along the front of waterfront there, and they blasted them off the land and shifted the Maoris up the top, took the land off because it was looking ugly. Right? So that's that story, but those are true stories. I'm just saying for John Banks in this Auckland Super City area, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to investigate all your titles in the council. Okay, all your titles, one by one, and make sure the public is not going to get screwed again. Right? No more screwing. And the overseas investment people that come here and invest their money, and 61 Cook Street, all those landowners, 11 of them, including Manukau claim, your people squashed them. They lost the 300 million. They lost everything because the government interfered with title. Interfered with title. Right? And I'll get you after for that. Now, Chris Finlayson, you signed off 61 Cook Street after the Land Survey General altered the road title that used to be a Crown title, and the council sold the land and the little road to all those investors, the innocent people, and they used Jamie Peters for their inside man in the council. I'm going to expose him because he let me come here and investigate his bankruptcy. Right? I'm a broker. I'm a financial broker, and that's what I do, my profession. Okay? He got me to do his things up, gave me the authority and the titles to investigate it and find where the problem was. Okay? He was owing 100 million. Now, that place there was owing 300 million. The investors lost that money because he got himself into trouble. Then along came Ricard Bell, Doug Ricard Bell. He's an Australian property developer. Both of them. He came along and he wanted to take the lease and buy the lease of Jamie Peters, and Jamie Peters had the banks foreclosed, and I went in and stepped in to stop the bank. I went in, stopped the Baileys, David Bailey and John Bailey. I stopped them. There's the same fellows. I told them, don't you sell that crap for fun, I'm going to do you again. I'm going to screw you again, David Bailey and John Bailey, because you guys actually ignored me and went ahead with the auction and sold that property at 61 Cook Street. Now I'm going to sting you on behalf of the people. I'm going to sting you because I know what to do. I've got it all here, all documented in the book. There. I issued you, John and David Bailey, I went there and personally gave you notice not to sell it. Right? What you did? Violated the Manukau title. I've been just talking about the Manukau title from Scotland. That's the real one, not the one you got. Okay? So that makes all your titles illegal. Every single one in the country. After I deal with this one. I'll just tell the whole world that I'm just going to do one title and the whole lot will crash. That's real. Yeah. So I'll show you how to catch a fraud star and bill them, and they have no reason not to pay it themselves personally. I'm going to sting him and his business because I got a business. I'm the CEO of RAPA'NUI Aotea Limited. That's from the RAPA'NUI Aotea sovereign state government sitting off in the international waters off the East Cape where MOAI WANOA people live. Okay? All that, add that all up, and what you got? A real estate company just like the Scottish real estate company, the Monarchy Land Company, against Yoke, Bailey's real estate company. Okay? Right. That's where I'm coming from. Handling that one. I've got a bit of Scotty in me. Okay? Cosgrave. Right? Look that name up. Lawyers. Real story. Truth. Okay? So, don't think you're just a Pakeha, you're going to get away with it. No, I've got a Pakeha right there. Right? In the blood. That's on that side. Very top. Okay, anyway. Cook Street, enter Robert Muir, Land Register General. I went to see your land information. I got all the details, and you signed off, interfered with the title to backtrack it and approve it back into the Surveyor General, Register General, Robert Andrell. Two of you government agents screwed the title out of the investors, the 11 of them, plus me, plus Mohi MANUKAU, plus the old owner, Jamie Peters. You two screwed them and altered the papers. Good title, supposed to be, and made it into a bad title. You reversed the title, the freehold title, that the council had no right to actually sell that land in the first place. And it was Jamie Peters that screwed the books with the council, Auckland City Council, got to be able to pick with you too. So you guys are going to get billed to hell, okay, by me, the native assessor, customary, royal assignee. In other words, the debt collector. Okay, that's a real story. That's a real story, I'm telling you. And you better get it in your head. Okay? I'm telling these things because I've already written up for court. It's already written for class action. And guess who's going to support it? The people of New Zealand. The ones you screwed. All of you. And in downtown Auckland here, that's your little haven, your playground on top of One Tree Hill. All of you corporates that are having a good time playing around with the public's money and giving them hell. How about you be on the receiving end? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm going through a lot of trouble to explain it, because it's fresh on my head. And Mohi MANUKAU been watching all these for as many as 90 years, 98 years since he was alive, watching you fellows mischiefing all the way through, and not a thing anybody can do about it. Guess what? Just caught up to you. Okay? So I'm just saying, Chris Finlayson, you, the Attorney General, you're in this fraud with it because you signed it off. You're the man with the checkbook. You signed it off, and you got caught with Sean Elias and Bill Wilson, those two judges in the Supreme Court. Chris Finlayson, you aided, abetted those horse trading scams. Okay? I don't mind saying your name in public on the news because your media never publishes these sort of things, but Facebook, Twitter, MySpace and Google Buzz, where I go, and some other websites, and the whole world knows. It's just up to the people to ask you, is it true or is it not? I'm not a liar, or you a liar, your government. Right? One of us is lying. Me or the whole of you, 121 of you in Parliament, all of you have got to answer to the public, not to me. Public. I'll just tell you the story, true story. And so, Chris Finlayson, you and the treaty settlements, you and Doug Graham, he's another crook. He's with two wharatua, right? Those titles are no good because Mohi MANUKAU told me. All those settlements, Doug Graham, you got caught too with the horse trading, with the Lombard finance. Doug Graham, crooked. Now there you are, the government picks you to go from a retired Attorney General, right? Chris Finlayson, the other crook, took over from you. Two crooks set up to screw marriage of their land and give them little, right? Less than 1%. How much did you steal? 99% of the land and the resources, what you give them married? Less than 1% as settlement. How many people would sign an agreement where they would take 1%? How many? If they came here to live in your house and you said, you can have 99% of the house, I'll have 1%. How many people would do that? Absolutely no one. Well, that's what you do. That's what the government does. The corporates, the thieves, the vagabonds. That's what Machi Taro calls them. So I'm saying, Machi,